Good day, sir. I am Mark Rafi M. Ladra, BSMT.
Good day, sir. My name is Sabanal Alimar, BSMT 3.
Good morning, sir. I am J. Pilino, Section S3BIR.
Introduction of Patient Safety and Health, which is crucial for protecting workers from potential hazard in the workplace. In the Philippines, the legal laws, regulation, and standard. These reports outline the key legal provision governing OSS in the Philippines with a focus on ensuring safe and healthy working conditions. Number 1. Philippines Constitutions. The 1918 Philippines Constitution provides a broad legal foundation for our workers' rights, including provision related to the safety and health in the workplace. Article 2, Section 18 declares that the state affirms labor as a primary social and economic force and that it shall protect the right of the workers and promoters their welfare. Labor Code of the Philippines, or Presidential Decree No. 442. The Labor Code of the Philippines is the primary legislation that governs labor practices including OHS standards. Article 162 authorizes the Department of Labor and Employment, or DOLE, to set a mandatory OHS standard to climate or reduce occupational.
Number 3. Core components of an OSH policy. An effective OSH policy typically includes the following components: health and safety objectives. The policy must state an company's overall goals for ensure workplace safety and health. Second is management component. Clear component from top management in terms of resources and leadership. Third is legal compliance. A declaration that the organization will comply with local and national, international law and regulation. Fourth is risk management, identification, evaluation, and control of workplace hazard. Fourth is employee responsibilities. Outline specific duties and responsibilities of both employers and employee regarding safety. Sixth is training and education component. To ongoing training for employees to recognize hazard and respond to emergency. Seventh is accident and incident reporting. Procedures for reporting and investigating workplace accident. Last is emergency preparedness. Protocol for handling emergencies include evacuation and safety and first aid response.
The Occupational Safety and Health Program, an OSH program, is the practical implementation of an organization OHS policy. It includes the specific actions, initiatives, and systems to ensure the workplace is safe and compliant with the policy. Key elements of an OHS program: hazard identification and risk assessment, a continuous process to identify hazards and assess the risk, training and education, programs that inform workers of safety practices, hazard recognition, and emergency procedures. Workplace inspection, regular inspections to ensure the safety protocols are being followed. Health monitoring, regular health checks up our employees to detect work-related illness early. Incident report, an investigation system to report, record, and investigate workplace incidents and near misses. Safety committees, establishment of safety committees to facilitate employee involvement in safety decision. Personal protective equipment, PPE, provision and enforcement of appropriate PPE for all relevant tasks. Emergency preparedness, development and implementation of emergency action plans, audit and review, regular review and audits to ensure continuous improvements in safety performances. Rules and responsibilities, employers responsible for providing a safe working environment including proper training, equipment, and adherence to regulation. Employees must follow safety procedures, report hazards, and participate in training and safety programs. Safety officers ensure the enforcement of safety regulation and conduct inspection, risk assessment, and incidents investigation.
Number 6. Legal framework and standards. Countries have enacted various laws guidelines governing workplace safety, and compliance with these laws is mandatory. Some international standards include the Occupational Safety and Health Act in the US, ILO's Occupational Safety and Health Standards developed by International Labor Organization, ISO 45001, and International Standards for Occupational Health and Safety Management System. Number 7. Benefits of an effective OSH program. Fewer accidents. A well-implemented OSH program leads to fewer workplace accidents and injuries. Increased productivity. Healthy and safe workers are more productive and engaged. Cost saving, reducing accident lowers compensations claims, insurance, premiums, and downtime. Improved morale, employees feel valued when their safety is prioritized. Enhanced reputations, companies known for good OHS practice have a competitive advantage in attracting talent and business.
In OSH implementation. Lack of awareness. Employees and employer may lack awareness of safety standard. Insufficient resources. Some organizations may not allocate adequate funds for safety programs. Compliance issue. Difficulty in keeping up with evolving law and regulation. Cultural barrier. In some organizations, safety may not be seen as a priority due to cultural or operational norms. Conclusion. An effective occupational safety and health policy and programs are essential for promoting safety, health, and productivity in the workplace. By fostering a culture of safety and adhering to legal and ethical standards, organizations not only protect their employees but also enhance their operational efficiency and reputation. Continuous monitoring, regular training, and an active commitment from management and working alike are key to the successful implementation of OSH policies.